Today, Wyoming Representative Daniel Singh stood tall and principled, presenting the Defend the Guard Act before the American Legislative Exchange Council. ALEC, for short, is a forum where legislators come together and discuss and advance legislation rooted in constitutional principles and federalism. Unfortunately, some within ALEC have been co-opted by swampy neocons, individuals who have abandoned those principles to champion endless wars and unchecked federal power. Today, one of their loudest voices, Bill Ridenour, a delegate from West Virginia, stood in opposition to the Defend the Guard Act. Ridenour is a retired Marine Corps officer and a retired Defense Intelligence officer. The United States Marine Corps motto, Semper Fidelis, it means always faithful. Every Marine, like every other member of the military, and every state legislator swears an oath of fidelity to the Constitution of the United States. It's a sacred commitment to uphold the supreme law of the land. But after hearing Ridenour's arguments today, I'm not sure he understands what fidelity actually means. Fidelity to the Constitution means following it, not twisting it to justify wars based on false pretenses or ignoring its clear requirements. Fidelity means respecting the separation of powers and ensuring that Congress, not the executive branch, makes the solemn decision to send Americans into war. Ridenour's arguments weren't just flawed, they were outright absurd. He claimed that asking Congress to declare war, as the Constitution requires, is like asking them to stop spending. Let that sink in for a moment. Ridenour essentially argues that Congress is incapable of fulfilling one of the most fundamental duties, authorizing the use of military force through a formal declaration of war. Oh, and it gets even worse. Listen to this. Ridenour defended the Iraq War, citing Saddam Hussein's supposed possession of chemical weapons. Yes, in the year 2024, Bill Ridenour is still peddling the long-debunked lie that Saddam Hussein had WMDs. Ridenour even had the audacity to claim that he worked on this project and that it justified bypassing Congress. So let me make this clear. Every single credible investigation, including the Department of Defense's own Inspector General report, has confirmed that there were no chemical weapons. None. Zero. For Ridenour to cling to this myth demonstrates one of two things. Either he is dangerously uninformed, or he is so steeped in the neocon propaganda that he refuses to acknowledge the truth. Either way, it's an embarrassment, not just to him, but to every West Virginian he claims to represent. And what does it say about someone who believes it's acceptable to send our troops into harm's way based on a lie? It's not just unconstitutional, it's immoral. Now let's get to the heart of why Defend the Guard is so important. The bill ensures that the National Guard, made up of selfless men and women who sign up to defend both their nation and their states, will never be sent into a foreign war unless it's been authorized by Congress, the representatives of we, the people. This isn't just about following the Constitution. It's about demonstrating respect for the sacrifices these men and women are willing to make. If Congress cannot fulfill its duty to declare war, then our troops have no business being deployed into harm's way. Now, to Representative Singh. Your courage today was inspiring. You walked into a room infiltrated by neocons and you stood tall. You made it clear that the Constitution matters, that the National Guard is not the personal plaything of Washington's war machine, and that states have a vital role to play in restoring the balance to our republic. And to Bill Ridenour and those like him, your arguments are as outdated and irrelevant as your talking points about Iraq. The American people are done with the lies, they're done with the excuses, and they are done with the endless wars. Congress declaring war is not optional, it's mandatory. And Bill, I suggest that you revisit your oath, because if you believe that fidelity means ignoring the Constitution and perpetuating the neocon agenda, then you have fundamentally misunderstood what Semper Fidelis is all about. This fight isn't just about laws, it's about lives. Representative Singh, you are fighting from the high ground, where truth and principle will always prevail, and with the support of the American people who believe in the Constitution and the sacrifices of our troops, Defend the Guard will become law in every state. Thank you, Representative Singh, for your courage and your leadership. Stay strong and know that we've got your six.